Megalophobia is the fear of large objects, any type of large objects. And today, we'll be exploring the best megalophobia attractions. We'll be focusing on all kinds of attractions that have huge props, sculptures, and monuments. And to do so, we brought a theme park expert, Theme Park Crazy. If you consider yourself a theme park fan, go and subscribe to Theme Park Crazy. Links in the description and in the comments.
Attack on Titan, Universal Studios Japan. In previous videos, we have already talked about the annual event that has been held for the last 6 years at Universal Studios Japan called Cool Japan. In this event, Universal creates attractions of the most important franchises that Japan has given the world. With franchises such as Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, Evangelion, Sailor Moon, and others, this event is fantastic. During the first year of Cool Japan, Universal surprised guests with 2 gigantic statues of the Titans from Attack on Titan. The sculptures were almost 50 feet tall and about 10 times bigger than the average human. Along with these sculptures, Universal brought an awesome VR experience using the latest tech at the time. In the following year, Attack on Titan was brought back to the event, and if by any chance the Titans had not been enough for guests, Universal created a huge wall featuring a Titan's head that had movement in the eyes. Then in 2017, Attack on Titan returned to this event with a new 4D attraction and an impressive 50-foot sculpture of the armored Titan for a unique photo op along with this giant sculpture. There was also another terrifying photo op created in the Titan's head that appeared to be eating guests. These Attack on Titan experiences have been a resounding success, and that's why they have kept coming back each year, with a few updates here and there. But without a doubt, the most terrifying and impressive of all these statues has been the Armored Titan, thanks to the incredible detail put into it. The statue looks imposing at any time of the day, and it's a definite nightmare for anyone who suffers from megalophobia.
Vogel Rok. Have you ever dreamed of flying someday? Well, hop onto Vogel Rok, the giant indoor bird roller coaster that operates entirely in the dark. And we promise you won't know the difference between riding it and flying. The Vogel Rok is a giant bird of prey that features in the story of Sinbad. It is said to have the body of a huge eagle and the strength of 100 lions combined. The roller coaster is located in the Travel Kingdom in Efteling, Netherlands. Built by Vekoma, this custom MK900 attraction opened in 1998. The entrance of the roller coaster features a giant bird. At 72 feet long and 29 feet high, this bird is so majestic that it has found itself a place in the Guinness Book of World Records as the largest bird sculpture in Europe. You enter in between the legs of the bird, through a tunnel, and to a small garden that has a waterfall as well as a skull of the Vogel Rok. The ride can fit up to 24 people. Throughout the ride, you can listen to music by composer Ruud Bos. The bird maintains a speed of 65 kilometers per hour and takes a total of 1.41 minutes from start to finish. If you ever have the chance to ride on this majestic bird, take a picture and send it to us.
Dragon Funnel Siam Park. Tenerife is undoubtedly one of the most visited islands in the world, being the largest of 8 islands that comprise the Canary Islands. It offers endless attractions, and one of these is the world-famous Siam Water Park. Situated in Costa Adeje, this water park is considered one of the best in the world, having won the 2015 and 2016 TripAdvisor Best Water Park Award. The park has a Thai-style theme that has more than 20 amazing attractions, but without a doubt, one of the best attractions is the Dragon. The Dragon is a high-speed raft ride where guests accelerate through a huge funnel at a 45-degree angle. Passengers experience zero gravity as they slide from side to side along the 62-foot wide tunnel. This alone sounds impressive, but the best and most terrifying thing about this attraction is its theme. The Dragon is, of course, a dragon-themed attraction, and it's decorated with the largest dragon sculpture in the world. The slide uses special cloverleaf boats for 4 people and provides a giant funnel as the central element. After collecting speed on a large drop, you swing up and down several times before hitting the landing pool. All of this happens with the dragon watching. This dragon sculpture measures approximately 80 feet. Just compare the size of the boat that holds 4 people against this huge dragon. This attraction sounds absolutely bonkers, and the sculpture is very impressive, but it can be equally terrifying for megalophobiacs.
Cabazon Dinosaurs. We wouldn't dare do a megalophobia video without featuring the world's biggest dinosaurs. Cabazon Dinosaurs, formerly known as Claude Bell's Dinosaurs, is a roadside attraction in Cabazon, California, featuring two enormous steel and concrete dinosaurs named Dinny the Dinosaur and Mr. Rex. These dinosaurs are very popular and have appeared in countless places in pop culture, from music videos like Everybody Wants to Rule the World, films like Pee-wee's Big Adventure and the Wizard, to video games like Fallout New Vegas. Dinny and Mr. Rex are part of the history of roadside attractions, and they are seen by more than 12 million people each year. The history of these dinosaurs dates back to the 1960s, when Knott's Berry Farm sculptor Claude Bell decided to build a giant dinosaur to attract customers to his Wheel Inn restaurant. Dinny, the 45-foot-high, 150-foot-long Apatosaurus, was started in 1964 and created over a span of 11 years. And on its inside, a gift store and museum promoting creationism can be found. Then there's Mr. Rex, which was constructed near Dinny in 1981. It is 65 foot tall, and it took 7 years to be finished. Guests can go inside the dinosaur for a small fee. Inside, 3 flights of stairs lead you up to the head of the T-Rex. Up there, you get a great view of the surrounding area. A third woolly mammoth sculpture and a prehistoric garden were drafted, but sadly they were never completed due to Bell's death in 1988. The Cabazon Dinosaurs attraction also features an open-air museum with fiberglass and robotic dinosaurs. During the holidays, the whole place is decorated, and the dinosaurs are painted so that they are a part of the celebrations. Now, they are holding a special celebration for Valentine's Day called a Cabazon Dinosaurs Valentine, where guests can have their pictures taken with the dinosaurs and witness the Nights and Colorful Lights event. The Cabazon Dinosaurs are a pop culture classic, and their huge size is what makes them a necessary part of this list.
Flying Kiss Ride, Chongqing, China. The name itself makes you want to ride it. This latest attraction is certainly worth checking out, but it might not be such a good idea if you're afraid of heights. Dubbed the world's tallest attraction ride, this new tourist attraction inspires equal parts of terror and awe. Located in Chongqing Municipality, this ride stands on the Balma Mountain and features 2 giant statues blowing kisses at each other. Both of them hold a rotating observation deck in their hands, from where visitors can enjoy a view of the picturesque landscape. The statues bend down and pick up the passengers from a rooftop platform before slowly ascending to their full height. At the tallest point, they are a whopping 3,000 feet above the ground. Sounds terrifying enough, right? To add to the terror, the ride has no seats, no seat belts, and no safety harnesses. Plus, the railing is only waist high. Just you, the ride, and the faith that you will not tip over. And you are free to move around the observation deck as well. The statues were inspired by a local mythical love story. When the statues rise to their highest points, they come together, and it appears as if they are blowing flying kisses at each other, hence the name. This ride is perfect for adrenaline junkies who crave adventure, and for those of us who are not, well, the beautiful landscape and the magnificent views of the sky it offers undoubtedly seem to make this ride worth checking out.
Shin Godzilla, Nijigen no Mori Amusement Park. Godzilla is the one and only king of monsters, and since 1950, it has been one of the most important characters from Japan. Godzilla is a worldwide phenomenon, so it's not strange that there have been several attractions inspired by this kaiju. One of these attractions is located inside Nijigen no Mori Amusement Park, and it is called Godzilla Interception Operation Awaji. In this attraction, guests roleplay as researchers, using pulleys to enter Godzilla through his mouth. While inside the beast, visitors will attempt missions, including a shooting game trying to destroy Godzilla's cells. The Godzilla statue is 75 feet tall, 82 feet wide, and 180 feet. The design of this colossal monster is based on Shin Godzilla from 2016. It has thousands of teeth, and when guests pass through the throat of the beast, the statue lights up bright purple. The attraction opened on October 10th of this year, and is also accompanied by an exhibition where you can see more than 100 models and prototypes, as well as costumes to know the history of Godzilla. This Godzilla statue is terrifying to probably anyone, but to people who have megalophobia, it might be one of the most frightening things ever made.
T-Rex, Jurassic Park The Ride. Universal gambled big when they designed and constructed Jurassic Park The Ride, because the movie hadn't even come out yet. The ride was designed to replicate the atmosphere of Isla Nublar. Guests began the queue by walking under the Jurassic Park sign before waiting under an open-wall building. A tour guide appeared on television monitors in the building, reviewing boarding and ride safety. Once you're on the ride, a playful Hadrosaur knocks your tour boat off course, causing it to enter the Raptor containment area, which was shown to be heavily damaged. The raft then entered the Environmental Systems building and slowly began to ascend a long lift hill. A voice on a loudspeaker in the building alerted guests that an emergency evacuation was going to be attempted. The raft then climbed a small lift hill that brought it closer to the emergency evacuation drop. But a technician warns guests that there's a T-Rex in the building. Ahead of the boat, a waterfall parts, revealing a massive T-Rex that lurches forward, throws its head back, and roars. It then lowers its massive jaws to within inches of your boat, just as it hits a nearly vertical 85-foot drop. This was a brief but stunning encounter with one of the most intimidating animatronics ever created. The original Jurassic Park The Ride was closed in Universal Studios Hollywood to make way for a new Jurassic World ride. Fortunately, much of the classic ride experience is retained, and it still remains one of Universal's most impressive attractions to date.
Kong Skull Island, Reign of Kong. For decades, King Kong terrorized guests at both Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Studios Florida in different ways. In Hollywood, he had a small but starring part in the studio tram tour. This animatronic was 30 feet tall, and it was considered one of the most stunning figures on Earth when he debuted in 1986. Sadly, this scene was destroyed by a massive fire in 2008.
The only other building that was damaged was the King Kong attraction, which has been destroyed.
How extensive is the damage to that building and the attraction?
Well, I would think that's totally destroyed.
And it ended up being replaced by King Kong 360 3D, which doesn't feature an animatronic. Then Universal planned to build a studio tour in Florida, but Disney beat them by opening their own studio-themed park. So Universal smartly split the components of the Hollywood studio tour into separate, standalone rides. So Kong was supersized into its own attraction with the wild, raging ape terrorizing Manhattan, with guests caught in the crossfires. But after barely a decade in action, Kongfrontation folded to Universal's rapid growth, and Revenge of the Mummy took its spot. After a 14-year absence, the king returned to Universal Islands of Adventure. Skull Island, Reign of Kong takes us to the prehistoric, sinister jungles of an uncharted island. At the end of the ride, we get to see Kong again. This animatronic is nearly 30 feet tall and 18 feet wide, and it looks so real. That's why he makes the list to be featured here.
Corpus in Leiden, the Netherlands. The Corpus Museum is a one-of-a-kind interactive museum that lets you take a tour through the human body, literally. The museum is housed in an 11-story tall glass building. This building also serves as a chair for a giant orange-colored man to catch the eye of passers-by. The orange man is 115 feet tall and sits on a 2-story platform beside the 11-story building, welcoming you to the world's first interactive human anatomy museum. The orange man's body is divided in the center by the glass walls of the building. He rests half inside the glass building of the museum and half outside. The Corpus Museum offers you a unique way of learning about the human body by literally letting you go through a giant building shaped like said human body. The interactive tour lasts 1 hour long. Each room is designed to make it as if you were standing in that part of the body. Each body part lights up as it is being spoken about on the audio. 3D glasses are provided, and visitors get to witness stuff like the digestion of a cheese sandwich. Not only is this tour educational, but it's also a lot of fun.
Giant King Kong, Carthage Land. For those of you who have megalophobia, you will find that this animatronic comes out of your worst nightmare. This is actually the world's biggest ever animatronic figure. This animatronic was created by an Italian company called EOS Rides, and it was done for Carthage Land in Tunisia, the first theme park in North Africa. The gorilla was crafted to resemble the famous King Kong, with specialist artisans at EOS having studied the animal in real life in order to make the figure as realistic as possible. The figure is 13 meters tall and moves in a true King Kong style. This animatronic is now the centerpiece of a customized spinning coaster, also designed and built by the same company. The huge gorilla measures 42 feet and is seen resting on its knuckles, turning its head and looking around. While it might not move around a lot, the size of the animatronic is imposing. Every once in a while, King Kong stands up to its full height, raises its arms, and thumps its chest angrily, while its head turns and its mouth opens, emitting an ear-splitting roar. Guests will even see the ape's hot breath pour from its nostrils. This is an incredible ride that features not only this impressive animatronic, but also lots of other effects, like flames and a fantastic sound system that allows guests to hear King Kong's roar up to a kilometer away. This animatronic is enormous and pretty terrifying. Special thanks to Theme Park Crazy for joining us today. Go check out his channel and subscribe. These are very impressive, but we're not done yet. Next week, we'll have lots more Megalophobia attractions and another guest. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more animatronics and theme park stories. Start planning your next magical vacation with our friends from pixievacations.com. They will help you plan your perfect vacation to Disneyland, Disney World, or a Disney cruise specifically tailored to your vacation style and budget. And working with a Pixie is completely free. So talk with them to make the best out of your Disney vacation. See you next time!